This video is part of our learning unit on the purposes of art. In other words, reasons why an artist might choose to create artwork. Today you'll have an opportunity to create artwork with a specific purpose in mind. The first box is all about expressing a feeling and different ways that artists do that in their artwork. There is a book in here called The Emotional Color Wheel that identifies colors, shapes, and even facial expressions that artists sometimes use in their artwork to express a feeling. In addition, there are other visuals for you to take a look at so that you can plan an artwork that expresses a feeling of your choosing. There are also student examples that you might like to take a look at and try to decide for yourself what feeling or feelings the artist was trying to show through use of color, shapes, and facial expressions. The second box is about creating artwork that tells a story. You might like to first read through, or at least take a little walk through the pages with your fingers and your eyes, and examine some picture books that are favorites of mine. After you've done that, you could take a piece of paper, fold it into 3 parts, and create a short story, like a comic strip. You want your idea to be simple enough that you can communicate the story. The first box explains the first thing that happens in your story, then what comes next, and finally the last event in your story. In other words, you have a beginning, a middle, and an end to your story. When you are done drawing, you might choose to color your artwork with materials from the Drawing Center. The last box for today is about creating artwork that is functional or usable. Examples of this include things like making jewelry, ceramic pottery, that's working with clay, or creating a weaving. Unfortunately, today we will not be using clay, but you do have the option to create a bracelet with beads or a weaving. To make a bracelet, you'll take a pipe cleaner and select beads from the bowl, string them up on the pipe cleaner, thinking about patterns or color choices that appeal to you, and be sure to leave some space on either end so that the teacher can help you twist your bracelet closed and you could wear it out of the classroom today. Please be considerate of the many students that will be using this center today and in days later this week. Therefore, every student should only create one bracelet. When that bracelet is done, you could choose to move on to a weaving or one of the other boxes offered in class today. If you choose to do a weaving, today you'll be practicing your weaving skill. A traditional weaving is actually made out of yarn. It's a way of connecting fabric without sewing. Weavings can be large or small, and you can make everything from pot holders to blankets and even large rugs for the floor. Because we are still learning this skill, you'll have an opportunity to practice using this baker's rack and paper strips. The teacher will work with small groups to master the skills needed for weaving. It's based on a pattern of going over, under, over, under, over, under, and then alternating rows. You'll have control over color choices and what pattern you would like to make. When you're finished, the teacher can take a photo of your final work, but you will need to pull your paper strips out so that the next student can give it a try. There are 4 racks in this box, which means 4 students can weave at a time, and we will take turns. If you don't get a turn today, you could have a turn during our next art class. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy your center options for today.